All right, y'all. We're back trying to work through this wireless sensor networks scheme. I think first things first is we should have a thought or like a scratch pad where all of our interesting ideas go. First of all, let's make sure I have this up to date. I think I do, but okay. All right. So our edits from last time were probes start sending full dict of messages and node color. Anything else worth? No, that's it. Okay. All right. Okay. So these are our messages. I think what I would like to do first is the behavior of how control state, sequence diagrams. Let's do sequence diagrams. No discover. Oh shoot. My table of contents is busted. Yeah, I can show this better. Yeah, okay. Let's wipe all of it and then insert page elements, table of contents, boom. Such a sick feature. Alright, and then we'll have it all. Alright, that looks dandy. Okay, so no discovery. We send out a probe. On receive, do we always want to respond with a heartbeat? I'm trying to think this through. Node discovery and cluster formation. A cluster head is going to send a heartbeat. But I think anything, at least to start. Let's do assumption. Any node responds to probe with heartbeat. So we would like to self.create PCK. Message type will be heartbeat. Where's my autocomplete? Where the heck? There we go. Our dest. Ooh. Self ID. I think it has to be broadcast because we don't know our WSN broadcast address. The source will be our self ID. And then unique ID is also okay. So what we want is we log it here, but we should just have unique ID equals PCK of our unique ID. Okay. That looks good. We can replace this with that. And then I think we want we need like a what is the heartbeat? What does a heartbeat have? Let's go to the, okay. Unique ID. Sure. Packet of unique ID, which do we just add it as a? Nah, it's fine. Unique ID. First of all, okay. Next thing, if we haven't heard from this node before, add to neighbor table. So we hear a message coming through. We want to understand that part of the topology. So what I'm going to put here for now is self.neighbors table. I think we just need to know their ID. I think what? Where is our neighbor table? Keeps neighbor info with heartbeat messages. Oh, with heartbeat messages, not probes. Let me think about this. Receive join request. What is global unique ID? Okay. C means counter and probe is the name of the counter. That is a stupid comment. Members table is only a list. I hate to say it, but we can comment this out for now, but I think we can make this a list. And just, what is it, dot append? I'd obviously, like, I'm a C++ guy. Python is scripting everything that I'm concerned. Okay, so we want to see if unique ID is not in self.neighbor is not checking if not in list Python. There's an easy way to do this, I'm just forgetting. Not in, oh, the is. Neighbors table. Then we want to append it. I like that. Packet of unique ID. We want the self.id to assign to that. And then what else is in that packet? Timestamp. Should we really just do like create heartbeat. No, that's so much work. We don't need capabilities. We don't need timestamp. Intended receiver UID. That's what I am talking about. What's a good name? Intended? Yeah, intended UID equals PCK of okay. And then I think we just send it. Or is this where we need to start using timers? No, this isn't a response. Okay. I think that looks good. And then I think, okay, first of all, we see if this runs. I think that is a good place to start. Hopefully this links back to the Python I need. It did. Okay, cool. I hate to get fancy really quick. Okay, so they're all just saying hi over and over. So why are they done? So they all arrived. Undiscovered versus unregistered. I think on timer arrival, unregistered. What color is this? I think when it sends out, we want to self dot set roll, and then what itself. What's this? Is that a pointer? What's the star? Keyword only argument means any argument after star must be passed using its name. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay. I think after we send this is when we take that role of unregistered. There we go. Alright. So, should see a little bit of different behavior. Okay. I would like... okay, so let's add to the scratch pad one to do. Show the packets being sent over the network. You know what? We can do that right now. If we are sending on receive, if we've received, yeah, wait, let's do that. Self dot Let's put a debug. I really wish this was C. Let's look up purple RGB. Now let's just. Oh, we don't need it as a role. It should be. No, it adds purple RGB. 230, 230. No, let's go this one. Cool. Did we grab it? Nope, we didn't. Cool. Can we please? There we go. Self.scene dot node color is that. And it should. I don't think it resets is the issue. What happened? Requires positional argument B. New role. Huh? Oh, self.id. Oh, fair enough. Alright, didn't see that. It's my bad. But it doesn't go back. Okay. So we want to node role equals self dot role, and then we just want to set this back. Is this this isn't necessary, but I'll do it. Fuck it. Set role. New role. Wait, so we can just do node role. Cool. And it should reset. That was stupid. This is a stupid thing to do. There's such a better way to do that. Alright. They're all sending. Cool. So we send a heartbeat. Set timer, timer arrival. What does the run look like for them? Ping timer. On receive. How's their receive so short? Oh, that's the ForceNet one. Okay. That might make sense to do. I like that, but I like ours more. So on timer fired, what is this looking like? Wakes up and sets a timer probe once the arrival timer is fired. So, oh, we have to reset it each. That's right. Self.wake up. I don't know what that is. concerns me, because I don't think wake up is in here. Oh, no, it is. Okay, cool. So that's when we'll send our initial probe. I guess it doesn't have to be. That's probably better. Log hello. Then we'll set this timer. And then this will all go in elif, right? We're just doing a ton of elifs here. Yeah. Name is timer probe. This is where this logic goes. And I think we can even do self.send probe. And we can, let's just define it here and we can move it. Define send probe with self. And I don't, I mean, I guess I can reference, but I don't think we should need any other send network request. Those ones I get for route and forward. Okay. Send probe. We need a little more than that. I don't think I'm messing with that too much, to be honest, but send probe. I think we can just do self.send. This is a probe to discover network. On receive. And then, okay. Yes, yes, yes. We want to make this structured. We want to send our package. The create, honestly, create PCK, where and I think we can just take everything from here. I really think we can. Cool. And then you know what? Let's add to this. Unique ID equals. First of all, equals none, but there we go. All right, so we have that, which means we can add the unique ID equals self.id. Cool. This should technically be, what do we say, 0, 0? So I think we take that out. But I do think we can get rid of this. That is much cleaner. And then And then I think we'll just reset the timer. Let's create network. Where is it? On timer fired. I'm just gonna steal that. That's better logic. When are we setting ourselves to unregistered? Oh, the first thing is unregistered. Well, what's mine? Undiscovered. That's very vague. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. What's our else case here? If our probe counter is greater, let's go to our design doc. Let's go to the activity diagrams. Network discovery. Okay. Change frequency channel, sure. Is node root capable? Become root. Is that what we're doing? That doesn't make Else, if the counter reached threshold, if it's root eligible, then we do this. Timer heartbeat. Okay. Okay. So else, if eligible? Is root eligible? Okay. If self.root eligible, then become root. So this means our self.set role roles dot root. That should change our color as well, right? Okay. And then our self.address becomes $254, but what does our other one become? Okay, that makes sense. No, we can do that on our own. WSN.addr self.id comma 254. It's a tuple, right? Okay. Self.cluster head address is the same as what we just wrote up. Let's start there for now. Else, if we can't become root, then we'll just do the timer probe again. but for longer. Let's make this config dot sleep mode probe. Sleep mode probe. And then we'll make this equal to 30. Where is our config? I wanted my other file, but whatever. Network properties, application properties. Let's do that. Sleep mode probe equals 30. I guess we'll add time interval to that. Okay. There we are. Okay. Anything else here? Is there a self.sleep? Is that a thing? Data collection. We don't want you. What are you doing? Try and try again. Alright. So, are we missing anything here? Let's see. Oh, timer probe doesn't do anything. Wait, what's threshold? No, these are sending. Send probe. Oh, we forgot self dot set role. Roles dot unregistered. Okay. Alright, those are coming online. And then after a certain threshold, these timers should keep firing. And I'm assuming 59 is our... Okay. Cool. Cool. I don't want to copy, I want to interrupt. Alright, let's add... let's add Scratchpad, and let's add our example. What are we gonna call this? Arrival timer, probe timer, root form being logic. Alright. Let's push that. Okay. Alright. So, I need a second. That's a good start. I'm happy with that. That I'm happy with. You know what? Let's take a little break. Everyone could take a break. We'll stretch. Little yeah, we'll stretch. No looking at the phone though. My phone's over there, so I don't get distracted. I gotta lock in. I got interviews coming up, and this is just homework. Fun times. Let's upload the last recording I did while we're waiting. Or while we're decompressing. Let's add, before we forget, let's add to the scratch pad. Next, what are we doing next? What are we doing next? We need to send heartbeats. First, we'll make a timer for it. Then we will make a send heartbeat function. RoboVacuum was gonna get in my room. Couldn't let that happen. Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright. Let me just do this real quick. Project, homework, assignment for my master's program. Our professor told us to build off of an existing protocol, but I think it makes more sense from a learning perspective if I start from square one. Pictures. honestly, let's open up. No, let's do git bash. What was that? What was that notif? Okay. No. Bruh. I don't know. Good enough. No. Ah, fuck. Let's save it. Overlay. Into pictures. Cool. This to cover the full screen. Okay. And then we make it visible. Let's try to do that. That looks so bad. Whatever. And then nothing's broken. Cool. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright, folks, we're back. We're back and ready. Okay. So next thing is we need to... Not the whole thing. Repairing method? Okay. Well, we're not going to look at those yet. The next thing we need to do via the scratch pad is send heartbeats. So we want to self.set a timer for timer heartbeat. I don't... Does this make sense? I can look if they do it here. Yeah, they do. Okay. This is bugged now, so we need to... Hearth. There we go. Do we have any more hearth in here? We don't. Okay. So let's add that really quick. The config file. Is it in source? Oh, it is. Git commit naming fixes. Probably should have been a little bit more specific, but okay. So with this timer heartbeat, I think this is our timer logic, our probe timer logic, and this at least seems stable. Lf name oh, that's not right. Timer heartbeat. So this works. We might want in this else case to do investigate if it makes sense to also consider moving to cluster head. Because why not? Alright. If we're doing a timer heartbeat, we want to first of all, let's self.log heartbeat sent. We definitely want to send the self.send. Whoa, what just happened? What the hell just happened? Send. This is send probe. This is send heartbeat. A heartbeat is gonna be a broad. That I get. But if we hear a probe, that's what I'm thinking. This is not an assumption. And does a heartbeat have... So... So... I think this all makes sense. I just think we... Oh. What is our self-address? Because that can also be none. Whatever. Unique ID, role. Role type actually does make sense. Probe to discover network, not true. Periodic message and response to probes. And then oh no, fuck. Alright, and then we want to set the timer again, right? It's behavior we're trying to mimic. On timer fired. Okay, so we have this marked up. That's good. That's a good place to be. There's other timers here, I feel like, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the PhD who wrote this program knows more than I do. All right. Oh, it tastes weird. I think this all makes sense. We just gotta make sure. So dest mass matches this. Next hop. We won't have one. Oh, this is where it gets interesting. I don't think we can do. Create PCK gets in the way of customization. I do want to run this and then look at. Alright, I guess we're trashing that. That's so weird. I'm not expecting anything here to break. Okay. So, on receive. Oh, let's self.log these self.neighbor table. And how are these looking? Can we log the entire list? Oh yeah, we totally can. Oh, that's cool. I like that. And does this kind of pass the smell test? As we'll see when we're done. Okay. Let's. Oh, but when we stop, it's gonna close. Isn't there like a thing you can do where you like move? No. Ah. I can't even read any of these. But these aren't gonna. These shouldn't grow more than they are. They should already know everyone. But I do just kind of want to see what this plays out with. Oh, you guys can't even see the terminal instance. You can't see this the entire time. Let me try and fix that. That looks much better. What was I doing before? Oh, dummy. That's funny. Why did I do that? I could have done that this entire time. I'm tripping. Hopefully this is still readable. I didn't really think about that part. Anyways. Yeah, this seems to be doing alright. I'm gonna cut it. Fuck, I did it. But this sounds right. I wish I saw it, but it's okay. Hello nodes. I'm not seeing. So what? Hang on. Let's run this again. Let's change the config. Let's make this 1. Let's have it fire heartbeats. Hello, nodes. And then we'll... Holy moly. I hope... Did I get something? I think I might have. I did. Let's go. Alright. We'll open up the scratch pad. That's a lot of messages. But, okay. From node 34, I gotta make it a different color, dude. Unregistered is RNG. Let's just make it like a little more red. Because I can't read that. I can't read a single node. Invalid color? Huh? Okay, fine, fucker. What? I've never seen that before. That's so weird. That's an invalid color? But 150, 150... Oh. Alright, let's go to chat for this one. This is stupid. How is this a invalid color? I feel like they're lying to me. Is it because there's no blue? It's because there's no blue. I don't understand that. So can we make it like 5? And it's just kind of, it's more just red? Are you serious? What? I'm beyond confused. Let's... I don't want to spend this much time on this. This is annoying. I just can't read that yellow. Like, am I crazy? So if I do 20 and I do 10, this is gonna give me an error. Yeah, what scene are we using? I'm kind of losing my mind. From TopoViz. Node color RGB. Oh. It has to be between 0 and 1? How did... Okay, so 0.5, 0.5, 0. Why would you throw an error that way? That's so weird. Yes! Except what color is that? 0.5 and... Alright, I guess I want 1 and 0.5. I just want to be able to read the colors. Hello, nodes. Hello. Yeah, orange, that looks nice. I'm I'm a fan of that. Okay. Let's just take that. Hope there's nothing to copy. I don't agree. Oh my god, that printed so many log statements. Do we not have? Oh, we don't. Damn. Well, we don't want that because that's a different topology, but we want to. Did we get it? Yay! All right. So, node 27 said 3637. All right. What are we looking at? We're looking for. So it got a heartbeat from node 26. Is that right? Right? When are we logging the ID? We're logging the ID and then we're logging. Okay, yes. So this came from 26. So we probably already had this, but because this is a lot of time convergence. Okay. Node 27. Where are you? There we are. So yeah, 26 makes sense. 36 makes sense. 37 makes sense. 17 and 16. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Okay, cool. That is a milestone. So, get status, get diff, WSN lab, example.py. That's the only, no, that can't be. Okay. All right. So we'll add, oh wait. Did we ever see heartbeat sent from node 46? That was our, I do remember seeing that. That was our root. Okay. So we want to add the example. I'm gonna pull the Primeagen. I'm on an exercise ball. Commit -m unreg node color change and heartbeat message. Okay. Now we want to do the thing. What do we want to do? Oh, we want to add the on receive for our heartbeat. So if pack of message type is give me, where is it? There it is. Okay. We should, I think we should start to segment these based on the role. So I think we can add, if we hear a probe, no, this is behavior, everyone does this, right? If we hear, where's our on receive? Because on receive is most of our logic. If we hear, oh, so they do it a little different. We send a heartbeat if we're registered. Okay. Should only be logic for nodes that can add them. Okay. All right. So then I do think we segment by roles. I think that makes a lot of sense. If self dot something about role. Roles dot unregistered. Then if we hear a heartbeat, we want to send join request. So self dot send join request. And our sends, we should honestly have them up here. Okay, cool. It's gonna follow more of a structure like this. Cool. Alright, then we want to send our join request. Do we just want to send it willy-nilly? Trying to think. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Update neighbor? What does update neighbor mean? POS? Node POS. What the hell is that? Okay, I'm definitely taking this logic. They have arrival time in the packet. Oh no, it's what makes sense? We want I'm trying to think. So, select and join, when is that run in their logic? So I get that part. On receive. Okay. The become unregistered just has to be fine. I do think that makes sense. but address, child address, parent GUI. We have parent GUI there. I like UID. I think it makes sense that neighbor table is a dictionary now. Which means I have to update that whole logic. Fun times. Okay. Become unregistered. Which means if rolled is undiscovered, that's when we'll do that. And then I think, well, let's just sanity. Okay. So neighbor table dot keys, right? I think that's a good place to start. That's so weird that I have to do that. Built-in function or method is not iterable. Keys? Question mark? No! Oh, where's update neighbor? Oh, let's comment that out for now. Dude. Parent GUI. And become this is all fine. GUI. I just hate that. Alright. Alright. Alright, so now we got all this. Okay. This is looking good. I'm a fan of this. So I'm gonna add. Whoa. Commit neighbor table now dictionary. Okay, so now we have this set role unregistered, which I think that makes sense. Let's add the update neighbor. Let's so let's add these everywhere. I hate indentations in Python, dude. Okay. A little easier to read this way. Alright. Now, on receive, we have our join logic if we have this heartbeat, which means we start a timer for the join request. What was it? Join request. Timer join request. That's what we need. What's the error here? Oh, not really. Okay. So, if our timer is a join request, we want, let's log sending join request. And then I think we just want to send our join request. And then, do we need any timers? I'm trying to think. What timers, after sending a join request, we are waiting to send. I don't think we start it again. Send join request. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. But our dest is definitely gonna be different. Become unregistered. Update neighbor. That's what we need. That is what we need. Alright. Def update neighbor. Self. And the packet. Nope, this is not in C. Okay. Yep. So I think this is where we would, I guess, not have this. I guess not have that, and then our update neighbor will have. Oh, I didn't copy the logic. There we are. Okay. Go here. If we haven't heard, let's do PCK of unique ID. PCK of unique ID. Okay. If we're not in neighbor tables, we want to add it to our neighbor table. We also want to check if packets roll, right? We send that in here. Roll type equals roles dot cluster head or roles dot root, then we want to add it to our possible candidates. Candidate parents table. Okay. We're here? Oh yeah, we are here. Okay. Self append, and we want PCK of not the UID, but of if we're sending, we want the address, right? Because if we become root, those are okay. Fine. We'll start with that. That this is the ADDR. That looks good. I like this. So now we can uncomment that, become unregistered, which then starts the timer join request. So now we need the send join request, which if we pull up our design doc, let's move this over a little bit so there's not as much. Okay. Table, leave message structure, join request. Okay. Unique ID, timestamp, and a nonce. That's all we have in this? I guess hop count makes no sense to have. Right? Let me think. I think we cut out these. We don't have a role type, not at all. Source address being that, this is going to be a join request. And I think that's it. But the dest. I'm curious. Do they send join request selected address? Where is this used? Timer join request if this is not, yes. Okay. Under update neighbor, we'll have this. I like this. So select and join for our unique ID in our candidate parents. We want the selected address, selected parent address, which is going to be How are we doing this? Dest. Hang on. We're selecting and joining. Send join request. I'm trying to think. Oh, so it sends it. It doesn't. Oh, interesting. I think I've sent join requests in 2 different spots then. If length of self dot candidate parents table equals 0, then we set the timer again. Timer join request. And this will be config. Nope, not continue. Config dot join request time interval. And then we will add this to our config file. And this will be something like 5. Okay. This exists. Can you update, please? Can you look at the file that we just updated? Por favor. No, it doesn't want to. Okay. Else. Oh, I hate the way this logic looks. Fine. I'll restructure. Barely, though. Nope, not that. That is not what I wanted. I wanted, Control Shift? That's what I wanted. Okay. We want to self dot select and join. And that doesn't have any args, does it? Yeah. You little fricker. Config dot join request time interval. Okay. I say we prage this works. But also, if self dot roll equals roles dot node, or that is not true. Roles dot cluster head. If the packet message type message types of join request is there a capacity? Self dot net capacity. What did we say? We have 4 bits. We have 8 bits. We have 8 bits. This should be obvious. Do I not talk about the addressing? Packet formats, network architecture. Oh. Be here? Oh, it is. Lol. Alright. Cluster ID, node ID. Yep. 8 bits, 8 bits. Cool. So. What's frickin'. So, okay. Okay. We can't get ahead of ourselves. Select a join. And then. What's going on here? Oh. We want a join request. That join request is that we're root or a cluster head. If self dot net, nope, that's an H, net capacity is greater than 0, then we can add them. We can add them. Send join request ACK. Okay. Self dot send. What's the message called? There's so much code. Join ACK. Okay. Send join ACK. I think we pass in the packet just in case. I'll take it. We want the GUI and the address. Oh, what was that? Okay. Send join reply. I'm gonna say this is an ACK. Message types. Join ACK. Sure. We'll send a join ACK, but we will have the packet unique ID and the address. They don't have one. They're unregistered. Oh. Sending join reply message to register the node requested to join. I'm kind of confused by that. Send join ACK. If it's a join, oh, the ACK's the last part. It becomes right. We become registered. Okay. I think I'll just copy that because that just saves us some time. Let's on receive if we're okay. Here, now we're talking. I don't love it, but so who's sending the join reply? Oh, the join reply is what we're doing right now. Okay. That's a fair thing to add. I should have thought of that. I think I'll just copy all of that and do this. What's the problem? Unindent amount does not match. Oh, it doesn't. Damn it. Oh, it's just that? Oh. Cool. Alright. I got 13 more minutes to... So, we will send a join reply. And our join reply takes the address? What address does it take? That's the part I don't understand. Send join reply. No, there's a better way to do this. We will do... I get the net address. That part... Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I do get this part, but I think we can do... What's 2 to the 8? 256. I think we do... Okay, so if we had... If this was the first... It could be 253. No, wow. Self.net capacity minus... There's no minus, minus. Fuck. Oh, I wrote this backwards. It would be... config. No. Max net nodes. And max net nodes will be 253. Max number net capacity equals 0. If we become root, this needs to become... Where's become root? Net capacity equals max net nodes. That's what we wanted. Okay. Now we can add them and send a join request reply. Okay. We should probably make sure here it runs. It might not. Type. Okay. I probably got carried away. On receive. $231. Oh, yep. Right there. Yep. Okay. We should probably start type. Role type, message type, message type, message type, message type. Bingo. Message types of join request. Oh, so we need to add a message. I probably got docked points. Okay. This will be join reply. Let's add it to the messages. Okay. All right. Now, nope, we got it right here. All right. I think this will be fine. So, what is happening here? No 90 after. There's 6 logs. Yeah. On receive self.neighbor table. Where does neighbor table get? Oh, we need to update our neighbor, but when are we actually doing that? I'm trying to think. I'm trying really hard to think. Select and join. On timer fired. No, it's not those. It's a heartbeat. If we hear a heartbeat. Oh, it wipes it. Yes, dude. And then update neighbor checks. Yeah, okay. Okay, if this runs, I'm happy. None? And what? Select and join. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh, God. Oh, it's just unique ID. I'm tripping. What line is that? 164. Neighbors table of GUI. Okay. None. What are we doing? When is... So candidate parent table... That... It's none. Okay. Let's log... What's in an update neighbor packet? Be from heartbeats. If it's from heartbeats, we can... So... Okay. We also do... There's no way we have that many. I think the logic is getting messed up here. think we'll see different behavior. Yeah, it was just checking if that exists in the if loop. I want the root to come online. There it is. There she is. Unhash will type ADDR. No. Case sensitive. Join reply. New address. Wait. Network reply. Join reply. Okay, so in the send join reply, I have ADDR. Address is this. On receive, nearest table GUI, hop count. Where's our select and join? Our select and join happens after a timer join request. It added the same one twice. Give me 1 sec. Whoopsies. My mic was muted.
BRB.
Alright, I'm back with beverages. Okay, cool. 90 drew 2 parent. But we have added a bad message into here. And send join request. Oh, we gotta add that blocker. if child networks table, then we can do this. Alright, because 41's our root. Just everything's trying to. Okay. So we have all that. And then the issue was in our send join request. On send join request, select and join. Selected address, minhop GUI. I can't imagine how that would happen. Select and join. In send join request, selected parent address. You're saying this is self.log send jr self.log selected ADDR. Okay. So we have no selected address type. Do we at least have no, oh, fuck you. Neighbors table of this minhop. Whoa. That came on really fast. This might be the fastest if I would say. Alright, come on. Okay. 255, 255, heartbeat. So that exists. And then what are we trying to grab from it? Trying to grab the source address. Oh, it's none. Parent 61, 61, 61. That's wild. Why is that happening? Not in self.child networks table. Wait. Yeah, if we haven't heard from the node, add it to the neighbor table. I don't see what this is doing yet. And we can just shift tab that. That was stupid. Okay. We're sending this heartbeat. But our... I might need to see it again. Because I'm kind of confused on why this would be an issue. Okay. Wait. What just happened? Okay. Unique ID is 12. Why are we still appending so many? Candidate parents table. Oh, I am stupid. That was stinky. Alright. We append that. And then in our neighbor table, we have the packet, but we don't have a source address. Self-address for both a heartbeat and that. Message type heartbeat, source address is none. Dest is broadcast. Message type heartbeat. Unique ID 12. It's undiscovered. We don't add this. We do add it, but okay. Let's stop with that for right now, because I think that is really breaking things. Timer heartbeat, beat time interval. What's 249? Oh. There we are. $250 on receive. Source address. What's wrong with that? the error? I'm not expecting to see issues here. No. Let's try it again. Alright, I think that's where I'm gonna stop for today. We got a ton of stuff done. Nodes can now be registered. Which is awesome. Alright, thank you guys.